Justice was finally done in the case of Anthony Ray Hinton, one of Alabama's longest-serving death row inmates, having spent more than 3 decades incarcerated for a crime that he did not commit. Now, after insisting that he's innocent in the 1985 murder of 2 men, the 50-year-old is finally free. His freedom came down to the same 4 bullets that put him in jail to begin with. Hinton was convicted of 2 separate killings in the mid-80s, even though there were no eyewitnesses linking him to the crimes, no fingerprints linking him to the scene, and no other physical evidence except for the questionable link between a set of bullets and a gun found in Hinton's home. Nick, we see, finally, maybe too little too late, but we see that the law got corrected and someone that was free from the get-go now gets to breathe fresh air out of the jail.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, you probably can't even describe what he's feeling right now. Only he will know that, but it's sad. And it's, it's like this bittersweet feeling when you hear about a story like this. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, that's really sad. I feel really happy for this guy. But then at the same time, it's like, damn, he lost so much of his life. You can't get those things back.
Half of his life.
It's just like, it's this uneasy feeling, happiness and sadness. When you think that there probably are more people that are in jail who probably are innocent, but...
And that's a very good point. His case got resolved because the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that his constitutional right for a fair trial was violated. For years, his lawyers have argued that there was no way to prove that the bullets used in the murder actually came from the gun that was found in his mother's house. Despite several experts coming and saying that they couldn't link the bullets to the murder, Alabama didn't revise the case for many, many years. Physical evidence was tested, and it boiled down to 2 prosecutors from Alabama that figured out that in the original trial, the defense attorney hired an expert witness for the case, but he was an inadequate one because the defense lawyer didn't know that he could spend more than $1,000 for that. So because he didn't have any more money to spend on a proper expert on the case, it was very easy for the prosecutors at the time to discredit the expert and send him to jail. That's how he ended up in jail. But years and years and years of appeals and trying to prove that there was no connection between the bullets and the gun finally panned out on his way for him to be released. The funny thing of the case is that the case has not been resolved.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, the only thing is that they rule out that he had a fair trial, but they haven't figured out
who actually did it,
or if those bullets were involved or not at all. So this is more of an administrative way to get out of the situation, is not the case being resolved. But critics of the whole ordeal say that his case is a perfect example of how race, poverty, inadequate legal assistance, and prosecutor indifference to innocence combine to show how much we need reform, criminal reform in this country.
Yeah, it's sad because unfortunately in America, being black will never help your case when you're in court, because you might be in court for something like this that you actually didn't even do and you shouldn't be there in the first place. But yeah, unfortunately, I kind of, when I first read this story, I kind of thought race is definitely going to be a factor here, you know, and I think it is. It didn't help him at all. And not only, did you put an innocent man in jail and basically ruin his life, but you have a murderer running free and doing his
thing. But not only race. I mean,
not
money.
Only race,
I think money also has, because if you, regardless of your race, if you have enough money for a strong defense team, we've seen it in the past. I'm not naming names, but we've seen it in the past where enough money will get you out of jail even if you kill someone.
It sucks.
But regardless of your race. But the important part is that there's hope. There's hope that there's some prosecutors and there are courts that actually look into the cases and taking the right decision. Hopefully, we'll see more justice coming along to these cases. Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lip TV.